You're now tuned into the Den for the Dominant Convo, platform for all walks of life to learn the perspective of the dominant lesbian on sex, love, life, and everything in between. It's always good to be back. I'm your host, Pat. Y'all know who's here to follow. Who's there?
Yes, Heather, I'm back in the building. We are back for another one today. We have a
Definitely.
guest joining us.
Finally.
So,
Finally. Somebody didn't bluff us out. Yeah, she saved y'all asses. Finally.
we had two on today, and they tried us, and somebody canceled at the last minute. And I was like, you know what? We got a good one
We
here.
appreciate you.
So
No
welcome,
bluffing.
Miss Key here, also known as the Fashion Mermaid.
Yeah.
Say hello to everybody here.
Hi, everyone.
She trying so shy. What's going on?
Like, no, what's up, y'all? Girl, Key. Key, Fashion Mermaid on Instagram. I also have a podcast. I have an athleisure apparel clothing brand. I'm rocking my stuff right now. And I got a book. So, yeah.
Okay.
Get that. Amazon, Barnes& and Noble.
I gotta check it
I
out.
read the
Gotta
book.
check it out.
Great book, great read. Pick it up and find it. Read it.
What's the book about, real quick? Plug it. Plug your book.
The title is Unmasked. It's actually a memoir, so it is about myself. A lot of people tell me that I am they don't know me. I'm a mystery.
Okay.
You know, I'm not this person who just woke up and I'm successful and I'm doing these things. I definitely had some things that I had to overcome and some obstacles. So I put it all in a book because I'm not really a vulnerable person. So, if you want to know about me, read it. I put it all on paper.
I'm gonna type a note real quick because I got something to add when you just said that. So
Okay.
let me put that down because
Okay.
that whole I'm not vulnerable. Okay, because I got something to say about that. We'll get into that right now. I'm gonna give you a second to get warm
All right,
for a
let's get it.
second. But nah, it's cool that you brought your book on here. I have had a lot of things going on lately that I feel like only I could get through. And I feel like I was thinking about writing a book, but read Cicely Tyson's book the other day, and she was just like, everybody always used to ask her like, when was she going to write a memoir? And she was like, when I have something to say. And that was just what her response was, just very cut, clean, simple response. And she was just like, it wasn't until like someone said something to her and she was like, she had an opinion about it. Like, she was like, I had something to say. Like,
Yeah.
and so she wrote this amazing book, and it was just like, throughout all her journeys and just what people thought of her. That's what she said. She didn't want people to just write something to follow along what people thought of her. She wanted to really understand what she wanted people to know about
I love
her.
that.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it, but I was like, prayed about it and everything. And I was like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
How was the book? Was it a easy read? Was it something that you had to read a little bit and put down, or could you just kind of get through it? Was it a
I got through it. It was cool. Like, I think that for me, it's just like reading like the Viola Davis story, Taraji P. Henson, like Tiffany Haddish. I love Black women memoirs. I love those books. And it's just like, sadly, they all start off the same. Whether it's sexual abuse, physical abuse, a lot of poverty. It just is kind of all the same storyline in the beginning, and it's just like sad, like how many of our Black women have been sexually abused, or in some sense, it's just crazy. So
Make sure you add Unmasked to your collection.
I got you. I listen to books. So I listen to them too. So that one I actually read. Cicely, I actually read, but I listen to books. So I got you.
Nice.
Yeah. Y'all ready? How's things? Let's do our check-in.
It's going pretty good.
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, no complaints here.
Yeah.
Good stuff all across the board.
How's your check-in? You the other second lady. Heather's always the first lady of the show. She goes first.
I love that. I'm doing great. Busy life, but
Yeah.
I pray for this.
Hey, that's what's up. I like that. That's what you gotta say. Like, people, I said that just to my best friend on the way here. I was just like, people pray for things all the time, but it's like when it comes, it's like they still want it their way instead of just accepting the way it was given.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. I would say I'm doing great. It's been a lot. Had to take a little hiatus for a second the last 2 weeks. I feel like, along with always being blessed with so many things, sometimes you gotta like balance life out and be able to remove yourself and reset. And so I just had a moment to reset last week, and I'm feeling good.
That's what's up.
Good stuff. Welcome back.
Yeah,
Let's get to it.
let's go.
Let's go. So, we have had the ongoing topic of Fems, the dating scene, and we've given our perspective. We've had a guest on the show. So, if you want to add up the studs point of view, you have me, Treese, and then our other guest. And in the Fems department, we have
0.
and oh, look, we have someone here. We have someone here who's willing to defend these femmes.
Yes.
And thank you for coming.
Yeah.
course,
So
no
let's
Finally, because y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be nice to her because she stepped up and
I
came.
wasn't gonna let y'all talk about me,
Because
so I came.
You were gonna come.
I
You
was
were gonna
gonna
make it
come.
happen.
Yeah.
I've been let down so many times here. And I was here coming today to talk shit. I might still talk a little shit.
Talk your
That's
shit.
who
Talk
I
your
am.
shit.
So yeah, so have it, and then let me tell y'all how my daughter right here. My daughter is she just continues to amaze me. While I was off on my brother Sunflower from Martin, I had my little sunflower moment. My daughter held down the show.
You know what?
She did
Somebody,
she did
hi.
I'm
her
not
big
playing.
one. She did her big one. Like she would not let me rest. She
No.
would send the text messages like
I'm
"Did
checking
you hear
in."
this?" She checked in on me, but also she just was like, that was one of the things when you low and somebody keeps encouraging you and just
Yes.
pouring into you. My big daughter, she did her thing right now. So this show, I'm glad it's coming full circle and we got the femme here. 'Cause
Good stuff.
I'm proud of you.
Good
All
stuff.
right, you ready? All right, let's do this shit.
All right.
All right. So yeah, all right now, Miss Key. So we're gonna start off with the goals of dating, basically. So why do you date? Are you dating? Are you single right now? Let's get to know you.
I am
Yeah.
single. I'm single. I have someone that I like,
Okay,
but I'm single for the most part.
you single for the most part.
Yeah.
So you like this person. So when does it become official? Or like you get off the market, you're not official anymore. You're not single anymore.
It takes a while for me. We've been dating for 3 years. No, we haven't. Yeah. It's because of me.
Accountability. Accountability. Okay, I'm going, y'all. I'm gonna take it easy on her. She's stepping up to the plate.
Come on, give it to me. Give it to
Okay,
me.
okay. Why is it because of you?
I honestly don't like to get into relationships fast.
Mm-hmm.
I at least want to date a person for a year. I want to see all 4 seasons of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like dating, honestly. And so I don't want to put myself in a box to meet somebody today and we're in a relationship in 2 weeks and then I meet somebody else and I want to date them and I can't do that because I'm not in this relationship. So I want to enjoy being single.
So you want it all. You want your cake and your pie. You want the whole.
I want the single life. That's not having the cake and the pie.
So do you think that you're not going to be able to have that dating experience if you get into a relationship?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because my person would definitely know that they have to continuously date me. And I do the same thing. I am definitely a person who believes in reciprocating.
Right.
Yep.
So is it like you just dating that person, like the whole aspect of like dating, that spontaneity, that fun, that that curiosity, or just exploring that part of dating, or is it actually different people that
I would say
excites
both.
you?
I like dating different people, getting to know different people. I also like my freedom. So, I don't typically have this thing where I don't want anybody to think that we have a schedule because,
Got you.
so I don't talk to people after a certain time. It's not because I have someone. I just don't want you to think that this is okay. I could potentially be out of town with somebody
wow.
and you might call me, and if we've established that we have a specific time that we talk, then you're going to question me. But if we don't have that, then you're not going to question me.
Yeah, I'm smiling.
I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. Okay, my question. So, how easy are you to date? If you had to scale yourself on a scale of
what I'm hearing right now.
I know, that's what I'm
Actually, I'm
asking.
easy to date. I am an easy person to date. Now, if you want to take it a step further, that might be hard. But as a person to date, I am amazing.
So you would say you're easy to date, but a little more harder to romance.
Or to
become your
become your
person.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm definitely an easy person to date. I like to have a good time. Yeah.
So where does this lack of
vulnerability?
No, I ain't got that yet.
I thought
I ain't got there yet. That lack of commitment come from? Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm just a person who believes in being free and being, I do think that I can be in a relationship where I can still feel free.
Right.
I don't like when someone question me.
Okay. Have you met someone, or is that the problem, that you've never met someone that allows you that fulfills you in all romantic ways, but you have not been able to still be yourself? Have you met someone that allows you to do that?
I have. I also feel like it starts out like that, like we can date, and then as soon as you decide it's going to be a thing, thing changes, and I don't do that.
You like the runaway bride in dating?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's what
She's
I
a
see.
runner. She's a track star.
No, real talk though, real talk. I think that's just like the people how they feel marriage. Like they feel like I can be in a relationship with this person, but as soon as you get married,
Things
things change. But I feel like if you meet the right person, I feel like it just it doesn't change
Yeah.
honestly. And it's just like you have the ability to hold certain expectations, certain boundaries. Like if you get complacent, then they get complacent, and then y'all in a complacent state.
Right.
As opposed to like you always staying in that dating mindset. It's
Right.
just that marriage is just like a legal, document.
Yeah.
That's it.
I would definitely say for me, I have a kind of a hard time with that when I get in relationships because I am a person who is on social media. I have a platform I've built. Like I said, I done went down the line of the things that I have, and I bought my book and all that stuff. So it becomes a thing where I'm out and I'm networking, and if I invite my person to me to 2 events, and then the third one come up and I don't invite you, you trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's like something. Maybe for you, you have to date someone that's kind of like on the same level as you.
Right.
That's just as busy. That will understand like what you do and what you
For
don't.
sure.
They will understand that lifestyle.
For sure.
Though it's not they take it so personal.
For sure.
So, yeah.
That's the person that I like now.
Okay.
She give me that.
Got you. Okay. Heather, yeah.
What would you say is the difference between dating someone and hanging out with someone?
Hanging out, you a friend.
Does the type of date differ?
I don't think so, because I mean, when it comes to my friends, I feel like we date each other too. It's just a different kind of.
Oh, that's nice
Yeah.
to say it like that. Okay.
It's a different kind of feeling. Like I'm not around you, and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait for her to take me home. I'm with you hanging out, and I'm just like, we having a good ass time with my girls.
Okay. So would you date you?
No.
Why not?
On a scale of 1 to 10, she's easy to date, but would not date yourself because.
No, I love myself. I don't think I would date me because of what I don't want.
Because like
I need somebody that wants the things that I don't want, if that makes sense. So I'm not an affectionate person, but if I am dating someone that's affectionate and their affection kind of like rub off on me, and I'll start touchy, I'll start doing those things. So I wouldn't want anyone who,
All right. So life partner. That's not going to be the typical, stereotypical life partner as in what we think, what society tells us a life partner is. Your life partner is probably what?
What do you mean?
For me, from hearing what you're saying, it's kind of like you might need a business partner as a life partner, like somebody very different, somebody that doesn't like need an emotional attachment to you. Even though I honestly, after just a seconds of talking to you, I think that you just have never met the person that you're supposed to be with.
Yeah, and that could be true. And that's another reason, too, why I'm not so pressed to get into a relationship, because I want to like my person. I'm not one to just want to be in a relationship just to hold space, or just because to say, I'm alone, I'm lonely right now, so let me just be in this relationship and waste 2 years of my life. Like, no. I'm going to enjoy this singleness and date until I feel like that person it feels right.
Yeah. I think that also someone just told me recently that I can never specifically quote it. It's like parts of you must die daily in order for your partner to live.
I like that.
So it's just like, for me, it's like...
I'll put that on my note. Look at you.
You saw it. The wheels turning like, oh, I like that.
And I'll get Heather to send you the exact quote, because it's like some shit, like some deep word that she uses and stuff. But it's, for me, it's like hearing you, it's like you are the modern day woman in the sense of like dating, very ambitious, and not necessarily prioritizing a relationship.
Yes.
As we were taught for so many years.
Yes.
So it's just like, I understand your concept right now, but at the end of the day, knowing like what love really is, it's like everyone wants to be loved. I think that we have just built up so many defense mechanisms that we just block those things off. So.
I definitely want to be loved. I just want to be loved the right way and by the right person.
Yeah, but some of that you're going to have to die. Some of that's going to have to die.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's slowly happening.
Yeah.
The young lady I'm dating right now, I can see a future. I just told her I'm not going to be her girlfriend. She can be my friend, and then she can propose.
Well,
we can go from friend to fiance. I'm not being nobody's girlfriend.
And that's cool. I got engaged in 8 months, so not even 8 months. It was less than that probably. So I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a little pass.
Well, that's something I did want to touch on. Like you mentioned a modern day woman, and with
Modern day Mona Lisa, but with better features.
Oh,
I
okay,
had to put that
right.
okay. Well, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
men and women. Do you date both men and women?
Yes, I am a bisexual.
You are a
I
bisexual
am
dater.
the B.
You're the B. Oh, she's the B in the car, y'all.
I'm
The
trying.
bisexual, not the other B.
Now let me throw this out there. I don't date both at the same time. I'm either dating men or I'm dating women.
Why is that?
Well, one, I feel like sexual reasons. I shouldn't have sex with a guy and then
Yeah,
have sex with a woman.
appreciate you.
Um,
On that.
But let's say that you're dating women, and a guy asks you out on a date. Would you go if you went on a date with him? Would you kind of like notify the other, I guess, women like, hey, I'm dating a guy or something like
Well, I
that?
wouldn't necessarily say I'm dating a guy if it's just one date and I just met him. I might not even talk to him again after the first date, so I wouldn't take it that far. But if I feel like I wanted to continue another date, I would definitely say something.
Okay.
I communicate. So anyone that I'm talking to, I'm an open book. I always tell, say things. I might tell too much stuff, but for me, it's like I think you need to give a person an opportunity to decide if they want to deal with that or not.
Okay.
You know.
And what are
I like
some of
you
the
just a little bit more. Just you bringing yourself. You redeeming yourself, boy. You redeeming our films today. Okay.
So what are some of the misconceptions about bisexual people that you would like to address or that you've heard?
Well, the sexual part, like I said, the fact that we going back to get dick down by a nigga and come to a female, for some head, because
Yeah.
females get a
What
big
do we
head.
call that? Was it dick and dyke in it?
Oh my God.
What was that? What's the other girl?
Psychedelic.
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 I mean, women give the best head, but So I think that is one misconception, and not to say that it doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure it does. I think that it's okay if the communication is open. And then y'all doms, y'all go after the women that's straight.
Yeah.
So
That's this one.
why do you have a
That's this
how
one
can
right
you
here.
say
I done married
anything?
one.
How can you say anything about her being with a man and you knew coming in that that's where she was at?
Yeah, I know. But
So
ultimately, for you as a actual bisexual woman,
Yes.
not just a curious woman,
no.
do you feel like the in person is like? Can you figure out like who your in person is? Like, is it going to be a woman?
So it can be both for me.
Okay.
When I was younger, I always knew that I wanted to marry a man, and I feel like that was because that what I should have done. That's what society says. I also have a daughter, so it
Okay.
just sounds better. It looks better, But now that I'm a 34-year-old grown ass woman with my own shit, I'm like, whatever floats my boat, So yeah,
Make
I
your
can
own rules.
Make my own rules. I can see
Right.
myself with a man or a woman. Right now, women have been wanting for the past 3 years, and I haven't tried to not date men. I've actually been out. They're just not doing it for me.
I think they're not doing it for anybody. Right?
Damn.
I didn't want to say that, but
very honest. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm only speaking on like my experiences, like with my best friends or my female friends
Yeah.
who date men. It's just like, nigga.
It's not that I had bad experiences either. I actually meet really good men. It's just I don't know. It's just not there.
Yeah.
what are some of the notable differences that you see between dating men and women, as far as like the
Don't.
quality of dates and the way that I guess you're treated on the dates? Is there a notable difference?
Women are definitely more thoughtful, I would say. However, I feel like I have my standards, and I feel like anybody who come at me can feel what they need to bring. So I typically, men and women, see the same caliber of person, whether it's man or woman. I can't really say that there are extreme difference for me with dating because, it's just a certain standard that I have. And so if you don't have it, I'm just not,
Yeah.
it's just not happening.
Gotcha.
So I can't really say that. But I definitely say that I'm enjoying dating women because of the sensuality and the thoughtfulness. I do have my moments where I want that masculine energy because even though a woman can you know, think she exudes masculinity, she's
Right.
not a man.
Yeah.
She can hang a picture. She can change a
Right.
tire.
Yeah, but
but
she's not a man. So,
Right.
you know, it's those things. And I also think that women, we shouldn't do certain things, even if you're a dom. Like, if something is broke at my house, let's call this man up so he can come fix it. You know, as a dom, you want to fix it because you don't want nobody else to do it. But shit, you relax too, baby. Let's get this man over here. You
oh
know.
wow.
I'm a little split. Like I'm a payer, so I'm gonna pay whoever, man, woman, whoever the fuck show up at the door to
Yeah.
get this shit done. But I don't know. I'm my daddy's kid, is what I always say. So I'm a little more. I feel like it's innate in me to be a little more masculine, not because I have something to prove, but like I know how to change a flat. I know how to
Right.
do certain things because I was taught that. You
Right.
know, for my own independence, not to try to prove my dominance.
Yeah.
So that's a little
But
different. with me.
you're a woman though. Like,
Mhm.
not okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be no trans. I don't want to be nothing. I am just an amazing, strong, dominant woman that
Yes.
was raised by two amazing men.
Yes, you're a gentlewoman.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Like,
So what? So when you like, let's say you meet a man and you tell him that you're bisexual.
Oh, they love that.
What really?
Yes.
Has
Yeah,
anyone ever said I'm not fucking with you? No. As far as a dude,
No.
they're always with it with the
They're
hopes
always
of
with it. Yeah.
you bringing a homegirl in.
and then you see me, a picture of me and you together, and they looking like, yeah, nigga. But you know what? They're weird asses.
No,
they
some of
was
them
like
do.
that. Yeah, they would like
Yeah.
that. Cause they in their mind it would be a challenge for them to like
Yeah, I did
convert
have
me.
a guy, you know, he didn't want me to date or talk to a female who wasn't also into men.
Mm.
So that is, I've had that.
Okay.
You had, of course, I guess you're not with that person, right?
No, but we were in a relationship.
You and a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
How did that work out?
we ain't together.
Keyword were.
Were. Yeah.
Intimidated. They be, I don't know. They be intimidated sometimes. Like they
I
think.
can understand. Oh my God, I got a really good story for y'all.
Let's go.
Please.
I went to Miami with a guy.
Am I here in Miami?
Went to Miami with a guy. We have an understanding, right? You know, he always get 2 rooms in case he finds somebody he goes to the other room. We're not sexual or anything like that. We have a good time, right? So out of all the times we've been to Miami so many times together, guys are on me. He don't care. This one time I met a female. This man went crazy, and I'm like,
She was dominant or feminine?
she was like,
In
she
between.
was, yeah. I actually date stems, but I would say that this young lady was more on the dominant side, but you can still see her femininity.
But she was like a 7. On
Yeah,
the,
I would say that.
6, 7.
But it's just like, you see this woman and you lose your shit, and all these men in my face, and you don't care.
Did he?
This is
Okay,
crazy.
this is my question about the man, right? Did he have like a attitude that he was trying to hide, or did he legit
Oh,
like
no,
he
it
let
was-
you know?
Yes.
Blatantly.
Yes.
So you could have legit gone with some dudes. You could have met a guy, but it's a woman.
Yes.
Why do you think that is? I think that it's because men feel that she will take my bitch. That's what I feel like they would do.
Well,
Not
you
you
acting
know.
like that, she definitely taking me.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Cause
I'm about to say that's a dude because you acting like a bitch. You
Listen.
acting like a hoe right now. Pull your skirt up.
I was
Yeah.
like so taken aback. I was like, what? Cause he texted me. He's like, where you at? And I'm like, we don't do that. We don't ask each other that. What's up?
Damn.
It was over a female. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
That's the
Security.
competition.
Never went
Yeah.
back with him again.
Yeah.
That's the
That
competition.
was the end of that.
It was done.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
Damn, that surprises me that he would trip about another woman versus over a man because he would. I mean, I could see him wanting to even possibly join y'all,
Yeah.
even asking, but seeing you with okay, strange. I can't deal with men.
Yeah.
Listen.
Nobody. I'm telling y'all, it's what they call a piss in the pool or in the hot dog water
What the-
right now. Like, what did they say? Because
It must be piss in the dating, must be pee in the dating pool or something like that.
I feel bad for like my friends right now. Like they really are like having some issues. Like
I wonder why though. I wonder why when people say that, because I really do feel like dating is fun to me, whether it's with men or with women.
my best friend says it's like it's too sexual. Like every dude she date, they put on the front for the first 2 or 3 dates, and then at the end of it, it's just like she literally had a dude she was really like interested in. She was really like smitten. She thought that everything was going good. I mean, it went on for like 2 or 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, that one drunk night, this nigga sent her a text like, "Come lay naked with me," or whatever. Like, and she
Yeah.
like, kind of like, okay, he drunk, and the thoughts happen, whatever. No, my man was persistent after that. Like, just kept pursuing her job, everything. Basically, she wasn't giving in to him. So this man tried to get her fired from her job.
Oh.
Like, try to like set her up. Like, and they work for like a company where it's the like every little piece is like really really expensive.
Yeah.
And so like he like messed up some project and like blamed it on her. But when they pulled her into the office, she had to explain like her process, and he was the one who actually got in trouble because he never trained her right, but she had found another way. So they was like, nah, you could tell it was old boy was setting her up.
Men be mad emotional.
Oh, that's what was wrong anyway. It sounded like they worked together.
Yeah, that too.
So that shouldn't have happened.
Don't shit where you eat.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I've had to learn the hard way.
Oh no, I never would date anybody when I was young. Even in elementary school. I didn't want nobody. I don't like people in my business. You don't know who I'm dating.
Want nobody in my business.
So you real private.
I'm not gonna say. Well, I'm private in that area because I put a lot of my life is already on social platforms. So can I have this one thing to myself?
Got you.
You know.
Does that bother some of your partners?
I'm gonna show a hand or foot. You know.
Oh
wow. No, it doesn't bother anyone. I mean, once I get a ring on there, I'm gonna show you. But for now,
everybody
my secret lover.
It's a secret lover.
What celebrity said that?
Wow.
There was a couple of them who said that. Like,
I
I'll show you.
it. Keeping it private, especially if, like you say, you're in the spotlight all the time. A lot of drama happens, and I think one of my exes used to say, I don't want any drama to happen once I post you, basically.
Exactly.
All right. So when you do have men that you date, and how do you end those situations? Like, or end it with anyone. How do you end those situations as far as, like, letting them know, like, they just don't spark your interest or whatever it is, or you just cut them off?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess it all depends on what's going on. Sometimes relationships just end themselves.
Yeah.
So, I've had situations where they ended themselves, or I just had to tell a person, oh my God, my last podcast, because I also have a podcast. I had my ex on there actually.
I've done that.
And he said that I told him, that God said we should separate. I don't remember saying that.
He said that you told him God said that you should separate.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Does that sound like something you'd say?
No. but I didn't fight it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe, but I really don't remember that.
How many? I guess to fact check him, you have to. How many other people did he tell that to? Minus the world clearly on your platform.
Nobody.
But
we actually had that conversation live. That was our first time talking about why we broke up.
So that's one strategy. You tell people that God told you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess
and that might be true. That may be true.
Right, he
if you're in
could've told
tune,
me.
yeah. If you're in tune, you might have. God told you. I mean, you feel it when you wasting your time with somebody.
facts.
So, and if you're in tune with God, He might have gave you them hints to be like.
That's what I'm saying.
Cut this mess, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Off.
So yeah, there we go.
Wow.
I got it from the man above.
Hey, and then you gotta respect it. Now he has.
That's what he said. He said, "How she gonna put God in it?" You know what I'm supposed to
Yeah.
say to that?
That's the one thing. Like out of all the things, though, she can't say no to God. Let me go ahead.
Listen.
He can't say.
Wow. Well, that okay. And then females, have you ever had a situation where either men or women basically just wasn't taking that no? They wasn't taking that God told me.
My very first relationship with the women. Yes. Oh, Jesus. It was hard to get away. But since she actually ruined it for relationships with women, I haven't been in another one. I've just been dating women.
So it's her fault. Okay.
Yeah.
She messed it up for
She got a
y'all.
little crazy on me. I was like, oh, I was not ready for this. And she's 10 years older than me, too. So I was just like.
Well, she was. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was a bit much for me. I was like,
The older ones do try to lock you down because their time is ticking.
Yep, and that's what it be. They real possessive. Really,
yeah,
really possessive.
I wasn't like, we're in a club and a guy walk up to me. Mind you, give me the opportunity to say what I need to say. She smooches him in the face. I'm like, bruh.
This woman smooched this man in the face for talking to you.
First of all, he didn't even make it. He was on his way.
She just mushed his.
Oh, she called him
I'm
en
just
route.
like, this is too, like, don't do that.
So was that the relationship that made you this? I don't want to be vulnerable person?
No,
I've always been like that.
I've always been like that because in my book I talk about how I've been able to get myself to these levels of my life, and the last thing is love, because that was put on the back burner for me. For me, I talk about the struggles and the things I had to go through, so I wanted to make sure When I was young, I actually I moved around a lot. So I made sure I had a house for my daughter, you know.
Yeah.
So those are the things that were on,
In mind.
yeah,
Priority.
yeah, my priorities, and love was not it,
Got you.
you know.
Got you. I'm so mad every time you say something, I lose my train of thought. I just had a bomb ass question for you,
Oh,
and I just lost it. God damn
it'll
it.
come
You
back.
you said that earlier. You had a question about men. You had a comment about men.
Oh no, it was about the vulnerability. It was
Oh,
about like her being like, oh, that's what it is. Would you consider yourself selfish?
Yes. But I'm selfish in a way where I put myself first. And to me, that's not selfish. I think that we should all put ourselves first. Um, because how can I do anything for you if I am not where I need to be? So, like, I don't let people borrow money.
Mhm.
I let you have money. If somebody come ask me for help, I'm not willing to put myself in a bind for you.
Right.
You know, I will do what I can, but I'm not going to put myself in a bind for you. And that's where people think, you know, you can call it selfish if you want, but
No, I don't, I'm definitely agree with you on that. Are you selfish when it comes to love?
no, I don't think I am.
So you don't think that because of you not allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to be open to like actually having a relationship that is not marriage,
Yeah.
that you're not selfish? Because if you meet someone and it's like you present very well, right? I don't know you intimately enough to know like, you know,
Right.
how you present in that way, but you present very well. You meet someone that presents well as well,
Right.
and then you're telling them like, nah, like I don't, this can't go any further. You on your Lloyd Harvey shit, like this can't go any further than just dating. Is that selfish?
I don't think it's selfish because instead of stringing you along, I'm letting you know what's real.
From the beginning,
From the beginning, yes.
you're letting people know from the beginning
Yes.
this cannot go further than
Yes.
just dating.
Unless I feel it. Unless I feel it, I feel like I need to feel it. I
So-
met a young lady who we both went into it knowing that we both didn't want anything from each other, and we actually really grew to like each other. Like, she told me she loved me, and I was like, wait, no, you don't. Like, I would literally said that. But it was, we both didn't want that at the time, so we mutually
Split. Yeah.
Yes. You know, every now and again, she definitely check up on me, and I do the same. But when you know where you are in life, you know,
Yeah.
those are the decisions that you just have to make. Because
Yeah.
being in this relationship for what? I'm not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be happy. I can't do the things that you would like for me to do in this relationship. So get in it for what?
Yeah, I respect that. I think one of the truest statements for me right now is just like, it's not selfish in the sense of if you really don't feel it for someone,
Yeah.
it's not selfish to just cut it off. So that's one part of it. But also, I think that for me in my life, it's like I feel like I am the end all be all person. Like I am a good person to
Yeah.
be with. And so my wife, she said to me the other day, I was like, why was I the one? Out of all of this, why was I the one? And she was just like, I've never in my life experienced someone that I could be as open with. She was like, she's a hard ass person. She come in the studio right now, you might, I don't like her. She real quiet, stay to herself. But I never saw that part of her like ever. She just
Yeah.
kind of just like at first, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then she was just like after the first date. Heather tell you it was like she was on the show.
she just came out of no. Like one day, this is Brittany, and I'm like, hey Brittany, oh hey Brittany, oh hey Brittany, oh she's
So
back.
I want to
Okay.
ask you something. I hope it's okay for me to ask you this. But you did say that your wife is one of those that was straight, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay, so
bye.
was she gay for you?
Yeah.
You're her first.
No,
girl.
no, no.
Okay.
Her second.
Okay.
And it was so many things you said to me. And she said too, like her relationship with her first female was so bad in the sense that she said she would never date a female again.
Yeah.
And so then here comes my ass come along, and it's just like me being me. I wasn't trying to put on no ass. I didn't know that she
Yeah.
didn't date. I didn't know any of that stuff. Just me solely being me. And then it's just like I made her, in a sense, I allowed for her to be who she really have
Yeah,
always
as you
wanted to
should.
be. You know, so it was just like, in a sense, it's like I sometimes think that she is selfish sometimes, you know, with her, like how she is. She just still kind of is like, I think she thinks it's too good to be true sometimes.
Because
That's
you
why
are
it's
much
interesting.
taller.
very much so taller than
I know
yeah.
that's
I
that's
she-
my
I know
thing
she
right.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like sometimes it just be like letting her know, like, yo, you really can let your guard down. Like we almost about to be 3 years in, and like a lot has happened as far as like engaged, married, buy a
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
all of these different things. But it's like, nah, like I am.
Well, I don't think it's being
True,
selfish though,
true.
because I feel like in a relationship you are still your own person. So sometimes you just need space and you need time to, work through those kinks.
Yeah.
It don't have nothing to do with you, but
And see, that's the part. I'd be like, that's why I'm saying, like, I be forgetting that sometimes. Like, now,
Yeah.
especially now that we're married, it's like, you not all the way ready. Like, you don't trust it all the way yet. Like, what the hell else can I do for real, But it's just, like, understanding, like,
yeah.
the priorities in her life and the defense mechanisms,
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
With me, I know that I'm not. I don't like a person easy, and it's not that I'm trying to not like you. I'm not doing that. It's just don't come off easy for me to like people. Like to be like, I want you in my space.
Right.
So I pay attention to how I am with a person. The things that aren't easy for me to do, if they come naturally with me for a person, that's how I know I kind of like you a little bit.
Gotcha. That's her.
So.
Yeah, that's definitely her. That's how she explained it to me. Like, and it's crazy because we've never had this conversation. Like, whole married, everything.
Wow.
It was just the other night when we finally had this conversation because I'm a cocky motherfucker. Like, I never have to question it. Like, did you already know? Like, you want me, like, type of vibes. Heather knows that's how I am.
Yes, she does. I am pleasantly surprised at how this conversation is going. I was ready for the Fems, and
she kept saying it.
The Fems. This is a great conversation.
She thought we was gonna fight.
Well, maybe if I wasn't answering the questions the way you thought I was, then we might have been fighting.
Possibly, it's a strong pot, but I think that the questions are reasonable. Yeah. And they get to the point that they're not. So
give me a hard one because I think she still gonna talk. Give me a hard. Throw one out there that you think that she was shut down. I think I can get it out of her.
Okay.
Well, I don't really have one. I was just thinking about like the situations. Like I did want to address what we talked about before, like the serial dating. Yes, serial dating. You said that you are a serial dater too.
Definitely.
And I kind of felt like,
What'd you say?
I am a serial dater.
Oh, I thought you said I believe it. I thought you said.
So I am not a serial dater.
Heather, we know.
So I guess it's just 2 against 1 here, but I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Go.
So a serial dater is someone who jumps from relationship or situationship to situationship without committing long term.
Yes.
Is that intentional? But I know you mentioned earlier that you like to have fun.
Yeah.
Variety.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that things get old if you date someone, or is it kind of like, oh, maybe we can?
Eventually, a person gets on my nerve. Like I don't want to be around you. I'm big on space, so I need time to miss you. Like I like dating people who don't live here. Wherever I live, I don't typically want to date somebody there because
it can always be an adventure, right?
It's an adventure,
and they can't be too close to get on your nerves, right?
Yeah, it's like I can be with somebody and 2 hours later I'm ready for you to go. Like, can you just leave?
I really want to just talk to you offline. I need to have a whole therapy session with you. What the fuck happened? Like, what happened in your life? Like,
nothing. What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Me, on the other hand, it's only been 2 hours. Where you going?
Yeah, so you're a Cancer.
I know, I'm a Cancer.
But I am that type. I was that type of person. Like, that's how I knew I never met the person until I met my wife.
Yeah.
Because I'm very much so, like, I remember going on a whole vacation with a young lady for, like, the whole weekend, like a Friday through Monday. And it was her birthday on that Monday.
Yeah.
And I wanted her to go home so fucking bad. Like, I did not want to stay with her another minute. And it wasn't, like, anything went wrong.
Yeah,
I just was like...
What'd you do?
Please go. It was her birthday.
Stayed?
I baked her a cake and she had to stay.
Yeah,
and
you had to stay.
Yeah.
That good your ass. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People get on my nerves too, though. I have to take. I have to take my space from time to time.
You do.
Why do you? So, damn! I just had my question. It went away. Oh, why do people always say that something that is not typical? Why did something have to happen? Why I can't just be like that?
Because it's not just like the
same rule applies to when like you tell people you're gay. Oh, did something happen to you to make you gay?
See? And nothing had to happen.
Something like that. Like maybe it's just the personality. I have been doing my research about the zodiac signs and serial daters. A lot of Aquarians, Aquariuses, yes. Whatever you guys that.
We are serial daters.
Serial daters, yeah, like the highest, and then the next I think we're Leos.
Because we like to be free. Don't put me in a box. is when I feel like I'm in a box. That's when I'm ready to go.
Rip her out the plastic.
Yeah.
I still don't believe it, but like I said, we can have another conversation.
Yeah, we gonna
offline.
have to have a
I need to therapize you as book people say,
Let's get it.
theraparize.
Well, I am sandwiched in between two self-proclaimed serial daters here. I do think there's validity to that statement, but there are 3 types of serial daters.
Okay.
What you got?
The first one, I have the maximizer. And this
Please.
person, she likes to date several people, but you won't commit because you're worried about missing out. Is the grass greener?
FOMO.
Is the grass greener? Then you have the romanticizer. This is the person who will miss out on a lot of good dating opportunities because you're in search of that ideal person. Like, okay, you're good in all these departments, but you don't check all 10. So I'm just going to not fully commit to you because it might be something better. And then you have the hesitator. This person is a comfortable dater. You date people, you get to a certain point, and once you get there, you don't have any control over what's going to happen next. So you just find somebody else. So everybody that you date, you get them right to this point, and then you just find somebody
like
else.
You. Sound like you.
Honestly, people fall in love with me fast, and I tell people don't fall in love with me, and then they do it.
Do they laugh at you? Like, what? I'm about to fall in love with you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know my ex. I know things about me, and I actually tell people. I have a conversation. The young lady, we probably bring her on one day, but the young lady that I'm dating right now, we just went out, and she was like, "You literally said our first date. You asked me these specific questions." I'm like, "Yeah, because I want to know, and so we won't waste each other's time."
Right.
You know, so I get down to it, and I'm like, "Listen, I'm not gonna talk to you. Da da da. Don't ask me that. Don't question me. Are you okay with dating somebody who have a child?" You know, I ask those questions, and they decide they still want, you know.
I wish the hell somebody would tell me, don't ask me this question. It's no point in us even keeping this conversation going. I would literally put whatever money, whatever the bill is, you want to pay, and I'm going to just say, I want you to enjoy the rest
But
of
it's
your
like,
life.
don't ask me where I'm at. Why?
In a sense of like, I'm not going to question you in like a possessive way, but it's just like, yo, where you at? You want to get some food real quick?
So just ask me that. Do I want to get some food real quick? Because
I'm going to ask you whatever the fuck I want to ask you.
So you don't want to know, hey, how was your day? Okay, I'm alive. Like, what's up?
No, I had a person who literally said, every day for 2 weeks, "Good morning, beautiful. How's your day?"
I hate that.
Day number 15, I said, "Can you please stop asking me that?" I said, "Woman, if you don't stop asking me that," she was like, "It's a new day. My day is great every day."
Pause this part. We got sidebar this because I got some shit for that. Let's pause that part because I want to get back to like. So you basically are the is she the maximizer?
No, I would say the hesitator.
You're the hesitator. I think you're the hesitator because you haven't found that one. I would say I used to be early 20s was the maximizer. I was trying to tap and touch anything walking. I was a you. My pink
I
thing
was a
out.
you.
I was a you.
Me?
Yeah.
What? Wait, what? What is that?
You, Heather, you know how you used to be. You've changed.
I thought you meant now.
No,
I
you
am
changed.
definitely.
Thank God.
Mhm.
You changed. But I was a maximizer in my 20s, and then I would say closer to my 30s, I was the second one.
Romanticizer.
A romanticizer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking for Miss Perfect.
Looking
Is
for
she
Miss
out
Perfect.
here?
Yeah.
Is she out here?
Miss Perfect?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in it. I
Yeah,
think
me
there's
neither.
something. I don't think that there's a perfect. I think that there's a perfect.
There is somebody out here that fits what you want.
Yeah, that's it.
But they aren't perfect.
That's it. Yeah. So now back to the everyday good morning. So it's like Heather sent me something, I think, where it was just like you say everything that you want in a person, and you want them to open the door. You sent me that reel the other day. You say you want them to be like, vulnerable. You want them to be romantic.
it was a video of
I
the
think
girl.
I saw that, and she was like, "We really don't want that because is it?"
Yeah, she was in the car. She was like, "Girl, this is weird. He
Yes,
opening the
I
door
saw
for
that.
me."
Mhm.
And you do all those things, but when you get it, it's just like, this is boring.
Yeah.
I don't even.
So what you got to say about that? Cause y'all some confusing mother.
No, that was stupid as hell.
But you just said the whole texting every morning.
Yeah,
What if that's something that
That's generic though.
That's
this is generic and boring?
basic.
Okay.
Send her a trivia question in the morning.
Yeah.
Get her wheels glow.
That's
Yeah,
some
you
you-
know.
that's some you shit.
That's
I
definitely
would love that.
that's some me shit. I just be with the random stuff like, "Ooh, finish this movie quote." It's
Yeah.
6:45, but I know it.
Yeah, I think that's something basic. Like, no.
But the misconceptions of dating, especially with Fems, is that we think that y'all want these things, or society tells us, or you all say sometimes, not even society, say that y'all want these certain things, and then when you give that to you all,
Yeah.
y'all don't really want it.
She wanted it. She just had a moment where she realized that she was complaining about what she wanted. But she brought it back to, oh no, I do want this, but I'm not used to that. So when he did it, I'm like, nigga, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But no, we want that. I want that. I want to be romanticized.
She's speaking for the femmes. Y'all want that, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean,
But
some people may not.
do you think that sometimes you want that or whatever, because society tells you want that, right? And ultimately, deep down inside, you may want that, but do you think that sometimes femmes verbalize what they want but aren't emotionally ready for those things?
I can't speak for that because, I know how to separate my emotions. So
Okay, so let's not speak for
Here
you.
we
Let's
go.
just give your
She
thoughts
got her
on
private
what you
session-
think
private
the
session
mentality.
is-
Here we go. The mentality of the
most
femme is.
women, yes,
Okay.
I would definitely say that because women,
are confusing as fuck.
they can definitely be confusing. They go off of their emotions. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at that because
All right, so
I can't relate. Sorry.
for bi women, right? You've been raised in a society that tells you this is what a man should do, right? Do you sometimes translate those things into what now you expect from a woman?
No, but I do. So I do say the things that I absolutely don't care to do if that person is okay with doing that. Like I don't want to have anything to do with the car. I verbalize that. So are you okay? Like I don't automatically assume that this person should take on certain roles,
Mm-hmm.
but I do. There are things I just don't want to do, and I don't even think it has anything to do with me being feminine. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So can we give and take here? Is there something that you absolutely don't want to do? Yeah,
Right.
give it to me because I don't want to do this. Like I'll do that.
And so, as far as like romantically, you dating a STEM, you date STEMs.
Stems, yes.
Okay. I don't know if it's a variety of stems where they still look more feminine, or are they
Yeah.
Heathers. It's like the difference in between. you
Why
know?
I gotta be my own category? But
You-
it's cool. It's easily explained.
It is-
I definitely I date doms as well, but more stems. I don't date femmes at all.
Okay. at
Have you
all.
ever?
No.
Have they ever tried to talk
She,
to you?
She
Yeah.
could never.
Well, I know that you would probably have that lady crying, pulling her hair out, ripping her lashes off.
not,
Like I just don't
Quote
know.
unquote emotionally open to the needs of a feminine woman.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
That's funny.
Has a femme ever tried to talk to you?
Yeah.
And what do
I
you
feel
do?
like a femme could be fun too, but
Yeah.
just
Maybe you should try to date one. And
not my
just,
cup of
just-
tea.
Okay.
No.
No.
So yeah, so as I was saying, as far as like the romantic expectations from like a man, of like what would you expect from a man as far as like a date, for not even just, I don't know, like
I expect the same.
the same.
Yeah.
But when you're dating a woman, it's kind of like the opening the doors or the chivalry and different things like that. Do you expect her to be the first person to initiate the dates or plan out the dates? Do you take more initiative? Like, what are you?
No, so I mean, like I said earlier, I definitely am a believer in reciprocating.
Mhm.
So I like to date my person just as much as they like to date me. Now, however, if I'm not really into you that way, it's probably going to be one-sided. But
It's like,
not this lady.
With her,
But-
you got to go by the feels. Like she's not gonna come out and tell you, but if you gonna feel what she's given.
Yeah.
all I can say is that when you meet this person that makes you know within, I'm going to say 3 to 6 months, please contact me because I need to have y'all
I
back
would
on
never
the
know
show.
in 3 to 6 months.
Again, when you meet, y'all hear me in this camera right here, and she meets this person that within 3 to 6 months that she knows that she wants something more than a date with this person, I want her to contact me. I'm giving y'all the camera right here. I'm looking at her.
Okay, I will.
Because I'm going to tell you, I am all that Heather read off on that paper. I was, and it's just like humble the fuck.
I have somebody that I like though.
How long? How you said it took you
Well,
3 fucking years? God damn.
Well, that's because I wasn't ready.
Okay, so there's a difference. You wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
But you knew early on.
I knew I liked her early on.
Okay, see what I'm saying?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
But I wasn't ready, and I voiced that,
Mhm.
and she did her thing. I knew that I was risking not being ready, and somebody could potentially come around and, snag her up because she a good catch. But it didn't happen because
The romanticizer.
Next question. So if a person is for you, and you truly believe that this person is for you, could someone else have come and snatched them up?
No,
Exactly.
exactly. Because she definitely had some good ones, but
Yeah, they can hold our attention for a certain amount of time.
yeah.
But that's why I say, like, when you find that one, you know, there's nothing else in this
Exactly.
world that could
Hmm.
change your mind on that.
Yeah, she had her world tour, and now I'm back.
She want her Beyonce.
She had her world tour.
Her Renaissance.
Now I'm back. They mad. They know this tattoo.
Oh.
Well, moving forward to
Wow.
to like the last little piece here, the marriage, the goal. Once you find that person, whether it's 3 to 6 months or a year, three years, you know, what does marriage look like to you? Do you have to cohabitate? Can you live in different states, same state, different
Yeah,
houses?
do this woman even live here? Like, what?
No. What?
Neck, let's
We
go.
see each other a lot, though.
I got to
No.
call her. I got to call her. I got to meet this
We
woman.
see each other a lot.
Bring her on.
I am one of those people who are open to not living together. Whether I'm single, in a relationship, married, I am open to that.
Now,
It's not something I have to have, but I am definitely open to it.
We got to schedule your appointment. I got to show you my calendar because I got to figure this shit out. Motherfuckers been saying it.
what is it, Treat? Is it just that she's just totally different? What
I think
what
it's
do you
a
think?
facade. Not a facade. I think that there's some deeper layers to why you're like this.
Hmm.
I think there's deeper layers.
Oh, maybe the book will tell you, and then we can read the book,
Okay.
and then we can have a session.
Okay.
This will be interesting.
Fair enough. I'll take that. How would that work? Not living together?
That would be fun, cause you know I don't wake up and see you. I'm excited to see you now because I didn't wake up next to you.
You want to date? You want to date indefinitely?
I want to. Yes, I want to date indefinitely. I love that.
Scratching my head. Count a minute. Viewers, count how many times y'all seen me do this. This is the talking to my daughter. This is what I look like when I'm talking to my
That
daughter.
hairline is going to be all the way back to her ears.
What's wrong with that? It's
That's how
It's
you know what,
romantic.
I'm not even rubbing my head because again, when you meet that person, you will be so appreciative to wake up to them every morning.
oh yeah. I mean, you know, not next to each other.
Yes, no.
Come on over, baby. Come on over. I'm up now. Breakfast is ready.
Teresa's trying to envision that for herself. She's like, "What? I got to come over?"
Nah, like I can't even go. I can't even go 2 weeks without my wife, and I'm not a clingy person, and I appreciate my wife for not being clingy.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Okay.
Like I can be clingy when I want to, but
Yeah.
it's not a consistent thing. Like I dated a Cancer, and it was just like on my back,
Ugh.
on my
Hey,
neck.
hey. What?
And
what?
a Sagittarius too. They be like, ugh, pausing. Yeah, I can't do that. So it's just like it works. She's a Libra. It works. She's not the clingiest person. I feel like we both have pulled the emotional vulnerability out of each other. But nah, when you meet that person, it's just like, yo, I sit and watch her while she sleep. I'm thankful every morning that I wake up.
I
next
love
to her.
that.
Oh,
So you'll get there
Yeah.
once we break down the layers.
Until then,
Y'all
pinky
sleeping in
ring
different
till I get
houses.
a wedding ring.
you know what? These ad libs.
I know, right?
So would you be open? Last two questions. Would you be open to a poly or open marriage? Since you don't want to live together, the motherfucker don't exist and shit. Half the day, Wednesday,
know.
you
This is a
weekend marriage.
This is an interesting conversation because I just had this conversation with the young lady that I've been talking to y'all about. I am open to an open relationship, not poly, and they are two different things.
Mhm.
Not poly, but I am definitely one that is open to an open relationship. I don't meet people who's open to that though, so more than likely I'm going to be in a monogamous relationship, but I'm open to it.
And not a relationship, a marriage.
No, marriage, yes, I can do it, but the people I meet, like I said, they're not.
She'll be back for that conversation because I got.
I think honestly, I think being able to talk to other people is healthy for a relationship. It don't have to be sexual. I think people think about that and they think about sex, and it don't have to be sexual. Like you will probably come home a happy camper if you can just leave work and go meet up with somebody that you know you're interested in. Nothing's gonna happen, but y'all just had a
How the hell do you
Great.
know nothing's gonna happen?
because you have self control.
You have self control, but
The
that could you
other
could lead the
person-
other
hold on,
person on.
Especially if the other person isn't in a marriage as well. Like they.
Well, the other person, y'all have an understanding. These things are understandings. You don't just have an open relationship without having understandings. You don't just have a poly relationship without having understandings. These things are known.
And you need to be a great communicator.
Yes.
And I think as long as you're communicating instead of blindsiding people, that's
I don't think there's a one way to do a marriage. Whatever y'all discuss, that's why I mind my business when I see other things and other people. Like if you're in a relationship and I see you out with somebody, I'm going to come ask you a question. I'm not going to go run to my friend because y'all, that's some shit y'all probably is open to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So mind your business.
Gotcha.
I just know it wouldn't work for me. I'm a very sexual being. I always have sexual attraction to people, so I just know that.
So it's probably going down.
And that's how I know, like, when somebody.
Well, sex
not
don't have to be
interested-
off the table. I'm just saying, like, it's not always sexual.
I'm about to wrap it now. All right, so yeah, okay, we will continue this. So yeah, we're gonna bring her back on here. Anything else, Heather?
No, Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank y'all for having me.
She did
Thank you.
Great.
she redeemed y'all. She redeemed y'all. You know, I will give her that. She redeemed y'all, but
I need some more of my fams. Come on, y'all.
yeah, cause
Let's go.
it's the ones that's on a sexy
That's the
red
invite.
shit. The
That's
one I
the
want. Them sexy red chicks that's on they sexy red shit. That's the ones I want to get at. I need to get they back dirty. But yeah.
I'm hollering.
But now I gotta make an announcement real quick. So I'm getting into this thing. I did it a couple years ago with youth or whatever, like life coaching for the youth. But right now it's been on my heart and spirit to do it for the lesbians or the bi women or whatever. But to just be some type of life coach. I'll never be an official therapist. I'm not gonna say never, but I stopped at my BSW. I didn't want to pursue my MSW because I get bored very fast. ADHD is real. But periodically I like to do life coaching, and I feel like out of all of my experiences, this is one way for me to talk about my experiences and help other people. But just to take it to another level, I want to offer some life coaching to any of my viewers. Pass this along to anyone else. We'll be posting something on in the den page with my information for y'all to hit me up. Very
take advantage of
affordable.
that opportunity.
Yeah, very affordable because I know how high it is, and I can't take insurance, so very affordable. It's less about the money and more about just God telling me what to do, and and that's just it right now.
That's what's up.
So yeah. So anything else, y'all? You good? You had a good
Yep.
time?
Good stuff.
I had a great time. Y'all go cop some Fashion Mermaid. Go grab the book, Unmasked.
Plug your socials.
Fashion Mermaid on all social platforms.
All right, y'all got it. Y'all know what it is. Pat,
Heather.
First Lady.
Key.
And y'all know how we end this thing. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that Key was on the show, and then tell another friend to check out In the Den. Yeah, we out.
This is